Somebody tell me why I have a beautiful house, warm, cozy, and yet this is where my husband is.
Because it's your house, right? Not you and your husband's house. That's why he's out there, because the garage is most likely the only place where he has a say-so in anything. I bet you anything it's the only place that he's been able to decorate himself. It's been the only place where he's been able to decide on furniture. It's probably the only place where he can watch the sports that he wants to watch on his TV. It's probably the only place in his house where he can actually just sit down and relax without being told what he needs to do next. I bet you anything he could even fall asleep. He could close his eyes and take like a 15-minute nap without getting yelled at. It's probably the only place where he can actually feel at peace, even though he's in this foldable chair that's probably not that comfortable, but he has the dog on his lap, so that helps keep him warm. That's why, ladies, that's why he's looking for solitude. He's looking for his own place where he can find peace, even if it's just briefly, because remember, the rest of the place is your house, not his.
Because the harsh reality is a lot of y'all don't want men. Y'all want doormats. A lot of y'all want to give men a safe space to have selective masculinity. I'm man enough to f*** you. I'm man enough to pay your bills, but you won't let me be man enough to run the household without a whole bunch of feedback, without a whole bunch of back talk. I'm man enough to take you on trips. I'm man enough to take you on shopping sprees, but I'm not man enough to discipline your children that aren't even mine. You want me to be selective with my masculinity, so you want me to be a superman when it comes to all of your needs, but you want me to be a half a man when it comes to the things that I need.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
Daddy issues? I have reverse daddy issues, honey. A man doesn't want to do something for me? My dad would. You don't want to pick up your phone for hours? Crazy, because my dad picks up first ring even at 3 a.m. You're not going to pay for my food? Yikes. My dad would never let me reach for the bill. You're not taking the lead? My brain literally gets to turn off when I'm with my dad. Oh, you were busy? My dad worked days and nights and still had time to ask how I was doing. You raised your voice to make a point? My dad never needed volume to command respect. If you think that I'm going to settle for less than what I grew up with, good luck, because he literally set the standard.
Yeah, so the goal is, if you're given the honor of being a dad, to be the kind of man that you would want your daughter to marry, and to be the kind of man that you would want your sons to become. If you are a woman, it's to be the kind of woman you would want your sons to marry and the kind of woman you'd want your daughters to become. Marriage makes a man better, and no man is fully ready to be married. He gets married, and then by being with his wife, she brings out the best in him. And so if you're a single gal with really high standards, just know that the man that your father was, if he was a great man, he got there because of his wife. If you're just looking at a single man saying you should be like my dad, he's not going to get there without you. So you're not looking for a guy who is there, but he's trying to get there, and you're the one who can help him make that happen.
I'm on a date right now, and we're going over celebrity crushes. And he just told me one of his celebrity crushes is Jessica Alba. I was like, okay, perfect. Mine is Annalie Choppa, and he didn't know who that was, so I'm pulling up pictures. And I'm like, okay, I get a pass for him. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like, you would get a pass for Jessica? Like, what in the world? He's like, I wouldn't do that. Why in the world in what world would he be in the same room as her and have the opportunity to and not do that? Like, I would be mad. Okay, a celebrity that doesn't have herpes.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wasn't raised like that.
Halle Berry is in the room and you're not doing it.
No, if we're married, not a chance.
What if I tell you it's okay?
No, it's not okay.
What's funny to me is that women that have opinions like this will turn around a day from now, a week from now, years from now, and they'll be asking, where are all the good men? Well, ladies, you kind of turned him off with your opinions, because all that discussion revealed is that you are not committed and you are not loyal.
A woman can leave you because you don't have a job, and the same woman can leave you because you're too busy with your job.
Yeah.
That's the irony, nephew.
Yeah.
You can lose her by having nothing, and you can lose her again by trying to build something.
Right.
Some women don't love the man, they love the convenience. No pressure, no sacrifice, no responsibility.
Yeah.
They want the benefits of a king without the patience it takes to watch him build a kingdom.
Yeah.
A broke man is unambitious, a working man is too unavailable, and somehow the man is always the villain. But here's the darker truth. The wrong woman will turn your struggle into a weapon and your success into a crime.
Yeah.
When you're down, she'll judge you. When you're rising, she'll resent you. And when you become who you were meant to be, she'll say you changed, never admitting she just couldn't grow with you. And she'll claim you switched up when the truth is you simply stepped into the light and her shadow couldn't follow. You didn't lose her, nephew, you shed her. Yo, it's your favorite AI uncle here. If you want to learn how to create and monetize an AI influencer just like this, click the link in my bio.
Just a married pregnant mom, but I still shaved my entire body for this concert just in case. If that wasn't disgusting enough, take a look at these comments. Are the chances low? Yes, but are never zero. So you're saying there's a chance. This is a married mother with a child. 33 weeks pregnant with twins, but that will not stop me. You got this, mama. Married woman with a baby on the way. Girl, my husband said you're 2 weeks postpartum. Why don't you just wear leggings? Excuse me, sir, you think leggings are appropriate attire for meeting my boyfriend for the first time? Funny thing is that she turned comments off for her video, but too late, sweetheart. I saw them, and now we've all seen them.
I know that people think this is a joke, and I know that people claim this is a joke, but what you're actually doing is obsessing over celebrities and causing a strain on your own relationship by your husband simply not being good enough. You're also publicly disrespecting your husband. And thirdly, you're lusting after another man. If you are a married woman, with child or without child, you are lusting over another man.
A woman can leave you because you don't have a job, and the same woman can leave you because you're too busy with your job.
Yeah.
That's the irony, nephew.
Yeah.
You can lose her by having nothing, and you can lose her again by trying to build something.
Right.
Some women don't love the man, they love the convenience. No pressure, no sacrifice, no responsibility.
Yeah.
They want the benefits of a king without the patience it takes to watch him build a kingdom.
Yeah.
A broke man is unambitious, a working man is too unavailable, and somehow the man is always the villain. But here's the darker truth. The wrong woman will turn your struggle into a weapon and your success into a crime.
Yeah.
When you're down, she'll judge you. When you're rising, she'll resent you. And when you become who you were meant to be, she'll say you changed, never admitting she just couldn't grow with you. And she'll claim you switched up when the truth is you simply stepped into the light and her shadow couldn't follow. You didn't lose her, nephew, you shed her.
I'm that bitch cause I'm a bitch, I'm getting money.
We gotta start looking down on divorced women, especially in the 21st century, because there's really only three options, right? Either option A, she married for the money and divorced him because she thought she found something better and wanted to get out quick, right? Option B, she was a complete up, because most men deal with a lot of so you really gotta up to get divorced at this day and age. Or option C, you let yourself go, you didn't take care of the household or do the things you were supposed to, your man got fed up with it and finally got rid of you. But none of these options mean that you're a good woman or worthy of being married again. And I think that any divorced woman in the 21st century, assuming she's 30, 35 and below, should be looked at very negatively.
That's my problem. I see the most beautiful woman on earth and walk straight past her without saying a word. And it's not that I'm afraid of rejection, it's just over the years, women have made it very clear that they want to be left alone. See, I'm cool with being told no, it's just when they make me out to be a creep, that's what I have a problem with. And before anyone says, you probably approach in a creepy way, no, I approach in a very respectable manner. And it's definitely been a few times where I'll walk up to a chick and say, hey, how you doing? And then make it out to seem like they being harassed. There's been too many cases where dudes that went to jail over false accusations. I don't even feel like dealing with the hassle.
When I was younger, I hated the fact that I had happily married parents. Like I used to pray for them to get divorced. They didn't argue all the time and like that. I just felt left out because everybody in my school had a single mom. And I was just like, why do my mom gotta be happily married? Like, why is it me? Why am I cursed with a two-parent household? I was also really mad that I lived in a home. Like, I really wanted to live in the apartments because I just thought that it just looked so cool. Like, all your friends live in the same building. Y'all all ride the bus. I genuinely wanted to be from the projects and I wanted a single mom.
Let me tell you what she wants. There's 5 NBA players, 2 millionaires, and a content creator that's ready to blow a bag on her in the DMs right now. And she not responding because she like, yo broke ass.
Boy, who the...
it's only one archetype that might be getting this treatment, and that is a thug, a real one, a hood general, a real stepper. This is the only dude that could be broke that's getting this treatment. Other than that, lies, man. Cause she's gone at the first story, like she start acting different. She can get a celebrity, like a influencer, hit a heart on the story. He ain't even say nothing, and she gonna start acting different right then and there. She like, oh yeah, your days are numbered, buddy. Soon as a celebrity like her story, he actually has 90 days to become ultra rich and famous, or she's done.
Well, you know, Pastor was saying you need to find a guy. I thought that's what he was saying. You need to find a guy that he's not there yet, but he's trying to get there, and you can help him. These modern women, they would call that a project. When somebody like their grandmother would have called that a normal relationship. Well, we heard our grandmothers, we heard our mothers when they said don't get married. Y'all must have been listening to a bunch of Grinches, a bunch of losers. That's what y'all listen to. I mean, my God, instead of just saying this is what we did, this is what could have been improved, they're never going to tell you that. They're never going to tell you what they did wrong in the relationship. They're just going to cry and they're going to hem and haw. Now, let me say that there's probably a lot of things in the relationship that the man did that they didn't like, but there's also probably a lot of things that they did in the relationship that daddy didn't like, that grandpa didn't like. But of course, y'all not gonna go and get that side of the story, because that's not what y'all want to hear.
To perform at the level that I perform at.
So one of the things that you mentioned was that you were looking forward to, and correct me if I'm wrong, becoming manager or managing director of your law firm. And right now, from what I'm aware, through the person that gifted this to you, you are lead receptionist.
Yes. And it's not chasing a dream. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there. Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter of finding him. 7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie. At least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. I need him to be obviously in very good shape. Mm-hmm. I need him to have a full head of hair. Mm-hmm. That's very important to me.
Okay.
Be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Sure, of course.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. Mm-hmm. I want him to look good in greens and blues, because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Never been married. No kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. Mm-hmm. No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay. I think that's it. Yeah. How soon can you find the man that satisfies this checklist?
Have you ever flashed a stranger just for laughs?
I'm going to have to say yes, I have.
That answer is true.
Since you've been married, have you ever pretended to be asleep in order to avoid having sex with your husband, Frank? What do you think the answer is? Let her answer. We'll see. So, all right.
Pretended to be asleep, pretended to have a headache, so yes.
True. Do you know things about your father that you keep secret from your mother?
Yes, I do.
True. Yeah. Well, I get the feeling that this is something you guys are going to discuss without us.
I think she wants to know.
Anything you want to say, Mom?
We'll talk later.
Have you ever taken off your wedding ring to appear as if you were single? I tried to warn you.
No, it's okay. Yes, I have.
True. Do you believe you might have been in love with a former boyfriend on your wedding day?
Oh, man.
Yes, I believe I was.
True. This is your $100,000 moment of truth. And this question will not be asked by me. It's by a surprise guest.
Oh my.
This is your ex-boyfriend, Frank.
If I wanted to get back together with you, would you leave your husband?
Monica, why did you hit the button?
I don't want to hear that answer. I don't think anyone will want to hear that answer.
Do you believe I'm the man you should be married to?
I want to be honest and say yes.
Since you've been married, have you ever had relations with someone other than your husband?
I'm going to have to say yes.
Be careful. One mistake, you lose it all. Or are you feeling like you should go for it now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you're a good person?
Honestly, I think I am a good person.
So your answer is?
Yes.
It's true. It's true.
False.
Seven-figure salary.
Right.
I need him to be at least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. Most men are 5'10" or above. So I need him to be at least 5'10". I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair. I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry. Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society. Never been married. No kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals.
You would think it's a script, bro.
I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay.
Somebody making 7 figures gonna do it, your mom. I don't know, bro. Like, bro, she look like paint drying, bro.
Today we're playing Matchmaker with
Mark.
Are you single?
I am.
How old are you?
43.
Tell me about the type of relationship dynamic you'd be interested in getting into.
With someone who's kind, high energy, funny, got their own stuff going on.
Are you interested in having children somewhere down the line? Do you already have children?
I don't have any children, and yeah, I'm interested, yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a partner in a healthcare consultancy.
What do you like to do for fun? What are some of your hobbies, your interests?
Being from England, I'm like big into football, soccer, and tennis, and I also play in a band and sing and play guitar in a band as well here,
Wow.
and used to do one in London as well. So, yeah.
What type of music do you play?
We do like pop, rock, classics, and we'd quite like to do like mashups of them and stuff as well, so it's kind of cool.
Awesome. What are some of your favorite spots to go out to here in New York City?
I love Barbuto, Ostermill, Chouquette, these kind of places.
Do you have something that would be an ultimate deal breaker for you?
Not wanting kids, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not like massive on smoking and things like that, so I guess they'd be the two.
What would be your ultimate dream first date? You have unlimited funds, sky's the limit, you can do anything you'd like. What would you like to do?
The romantic in me would say, let's go back to Europe. Let's like hit something up in like one of my like old haunts in like London, rooftop bar, Big Ben, something like that. Let's play the British. But maybe in New York, just something a bit more simple, like chilled out, like cocktail bar, view of the city, that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, if anyone is interested in Mark, send us a message or comment down below and we'll put you in touch.
Ladies, you need to understand this. There is a built-in thing in your husband's heart, and it only goes towards you, nobody else in the world. In your husband's heart, there's this built-in thing that says, she's right. Whatever you say about your husband, his heart will begin to believe she's right. So if you tear him down, so if you say things like this, little comments, oh, he's just a big goofball. Everybody knows sorry about my husband, he's kind of an idiot. Bless his heart. If I want anything done, I got to take care of it myself. Or you're like a walking fact checker, you know, you're married a fact checker, not a wife. If you do that, then what happens is his heart starts to go, man, she's probably right. I probably don't got it. But watch this, ladies. If you use your words to place a crown on his head, there is glory in you. There is more in you than you can possibly imagine. You are a man of integrity, courage, conviction, godliness, whatever it is. Then his heart goes, she's right. So ladies, watch this. Don't do this thing. What you need to do, don't focus on the 7 areas where he's struggling. Focus on the 1 area in your husband's life where you see evidence of grace, and use your words to pour rocket fuel on that thing. And it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And it can turn him into something he would never be. This is my story, that he would never be without you.
And you know, honestly and truly, well, you know, I was about to say, I guess, I was about to say, I don't know why a pastor would have to tell you that, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. That's why you go and get educated. That's why you know, purchase courses and stuff like that. That would be common knowledge to a man. It's probably not common knowledge to you because you as a woman don't think that way, right? But essentially what pastor is saying is, and modern women gotta understand it. Y'all want the man to be your covering. You want the man to be your protection, your provider, your peace. You got to cover him as well. You remember you're looking for companionship. Well, guess what companions do? Companions cover each other. They look out for each other. They watch each other's back. If you know the husband don't like something, you got to watch his back. It's going to be the same thing if he know you don't like something. He got to watch your back. Y'all got to take care of each other. Modern women don't seem to understand you are responsible for taking care of your man just as he is responsible for taking care of you.
Treat your husband like you do your manager. Your manager told you what time to be at work. 8 a.m. And you said, okay. Your husband told you what time he wanted to leave. Oh, man. And you frustrate him by making you late. Now, if you're late to work, they recognize that's a bad habit, so they fire you. You're late for your husband, you don't think it's a bad habit, you just think he's supposed to wait on you. Oh yeah, I might need to transfer to a bear. I might have to borrow your gym shoes. We might have to switch. Ladies, I'm so mad at the Lord right now, and I don't never get mad at the Lord. Ladies, we live in a society where men are redefining things. For example, I have an assistant pastor. In the eyes of men, the assistant pastor is lower. In the eyes of God, the assistant pastor is equal. That's his role. When we stand before God, if he was a better assistant pastor than I was a pastor, he will get a greater reward than me. Are y'all following me?
My ex-boyfriend just got married. We broke up 3 years ago. He just got married. And then according to his wedding registry website and the story of their love, He was dating her while he was dating me. We were concurrent. And that's fun. Isn't that fun? And I'm not one for sharing on the internet, you know, I don't do that, but I feel a need to shout this from the town square. Because he took my virginity and then I guess took her on a walk. You know, I met his parents one weekend at their beach house and then I guess she came up the next weekend. So isn't that fun? Isn't that fun to be a ghost? Be a ghost, be a mime. Hello, can anyone hear me? The answer is no. So this is wild. This is wild. Also, I was 20, he was 27. Crucial information there. You know, we isolated together during the pandemic, and I guess they did as well. When? Okay, so that's so fun. And if anyone has any tips on how to handle these feelings, because I don't even know what they are, thank you so much for the hack. The hack on how to deal with this. Because it's crazy, and it's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. Because what do you mean? Thank you.
I told you I was sorry. I told you I was sorry. Mistakes happened. But
this man discovers children are not his after 6 years. Confrontation erupts on Thanksgiving. A man discovered that the 3 children he had raised for 6 years were not biologically his. The man learned the truth only weeks ago and has been struggling emotionally ever since. He reportedly asked the woman who betrayed him, along with the children, to leave his home while he tried to process everything. However, on Thanksgiving Day, the man's family decided to invite the woman and the children to the holiday gathering without asking him. They believe the kids didn't deserve to be punished and hoped the man would eventually accept them, even if they were not his biological children. When the woman arrived at the house with the children, the man became visibly upset. Witnesses say he rushed to the front door and blocked them from entering. He told his family he felt completely disrespected and said he was not ready to see them, especially after learning the truth so recently. The situation escalated into a heated argument outside the home as relatives tried to calm him down. The woman eventually left with the children after realizing the confrontation would only get worse, someone defending the man's reaction and others saying the children should not be caught in the middle. What do you think?
I mean, so you really brought your son on a date? I mean, come on, man. And you're gonna order appetizers, you order everything, whatever. So what we supposed to be doing after this? I thought we had plans after the date. Okay, Ben. That's what's up. So you don't hear me now?
But that tastes
Yo.
We're talking.
Look, you've been on this date talking to your son the whole time. I didn't even know you were gonna bring a kid with you. What's up with that? So hold on, so you just brought me out to take you and your kid out to eat?
Right, yep. Use your money, your pocket.
So what we doing after this? Are we dropping him off to his daddy's or what? What we doing?
Nope.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Peace. Yo, excuse me, sir. Hey, can you go ahead and split that check for us, please?
You so ugly, you don't have a day. That's why me and mommy sent by ourselves when we're eating ice cream. And sir, mister, can you sell that food for him? Thank you.
This is just a PSA that I could never be married to a man that sleeps in.
Why? Would it be such a bad thing if a gentleman actually got some rest?
I could never be married to a man that sleeps in and sleeps in longer than I do. And neither should you.
I always find these sorts of videos rather enlightening because it tells you a lot about the type of person that would say that, because they apparently don't see their partner as a person that deserves to take time for themselves, because instead of sleeping in, as was in the descriptor of that video, they should be up building a shed at 7 a.m. But let me remind a lot of you that agree with this lady's statement that if a man said this, that would be a whole different story, wouldn't it? It wouldn't go over so well. Because if a guy said that a woman should not be sleeping in, that she should be up cleaning the house, making breakfast, or any other number of various tasks, they would be going after him in droves. But as long as a woman says it about a man, well, that's okay. And some even consider it to be funny.
You ask a man to get your nails and your feet done, or to put gas in your car, or to get you some lunch. They put it in the same bucket as being used. Do you really think a woman these days can't get her nails and her feet done, or put freaking gas in her car, or buy herself a Chick-fil-A #1 meal.
Did you watch this video back before you posted it? Because in your video, you answered your own question, but yet you still posted it. You have the means and the funds to do it for yourself, but yet you still want the man to do it for you so you can keep your money. So you're using him so you don't have to spend yours. Some of y'all don't even give the men that you're talking to the opportunity to even offer it. You're asking for it as soon as you start talking to this man. It's a turnoff. And this is not somebody y'all are in a relationship with. That is 100% different. These are men that you're just having conversations with. You're talking to, getting to know. And you want them to spend money on you. And all this just to prove that they like you.
To everybody who was talking about the dad who jumped over the Disney cruise ship to save his daughter, listen to this new information that Broward County Police released. I made this video a couple of months ago and the comment section is insane. People assuming that the father did this, he's no hero for what he did. The man had a spinal fracture. Yeah, he's not even the one who put her on the porthole railing. The mother did to take photos. Broward County has released that the three of them were walking on deck 4 when mom stopped with the daughter and put her on the railing to take a picture. Now, according to police, mom said she believed that there was plexiglass on the porthole. After the little girl fell in, dad heard mom screaming and without hesitation, he jumped in and he saved her. When he jumped in, he couldn't see her because of the waves, and so he heard her screaming and he told her, keep screaming, keep screaming. He was eventually able to find her in the water, and with a spinal fracture, he was able to tread water for 20 minutes until they were rescued. He was surprised that they were rescued. And as a parent, I know that he jumped in knowing the chances were slim to none, but he wasn't letting his baby girl go alone. So as I said in my first video, he's a hero.
They're trying to control me. They're trying to control me. I really don't think it's control if it's aiming for your improvement. Unpopular opinion. Y'all be sitting here talking about no, because they're trying to control me. They're trying to control me. Maybe they're trying to redirect you. Maybe they're trying to help you. Maybe they're trying to guide you because guess what? They see the coming before it actually happens. Maybe. Maybe instead of fighting change, we should embrace it. Maybe they're telling you these things because you need to hear them. That's why you don't want to hear them. Sometimes the things we don't like to hear is the things we need to hear the most. And I know this is a fear, but these are thoughts you need to hold near. Because growth and self-improvement are needed in order to overcome your fears.
You know, kudos to that dad who jumped in after his daughter. Where are the men at that protect and provide? Jumping over cruise ships, jumping over balconies of cruise ships, while the mama, I believe there was plexiglass. Even if you did, why in the world, if you're going to set your daughter right there, why would you set her right there and not hold her? I could see if that was a teenager, but I would think if you have a baby that you would be extra careful. That's what and especially if you buy a body of water, it would be the same thing. You know, I guess, you know, hearing about the tragedy of the lady, I think she was in Brazil, being thrown over the cliff and her bungee cord wasn't even attached. I guess no. I guess common sense is not that common. You wouldn't check and you wouldn't double check. I would have checked my own. You know what? The point is, when you're around danger, you would check and you would double check and you would feel, is this plexiglass? How would they have plexiglass? Why would they have that? I mean, there's so many things that are confusing about the situation, but the point is, when mom made a mistake, I call it a mistake. I'll give you some grace and call it a mistake, because you a parent, you're not perfect, right? Mom made a mistake. Mom, instead of jumping in and going to save the baby, mom started screaming, help me, help me, help me. The baby's just out there. Daddy, this is natural inclination. Jump over that deck and try to get my girl. I don't know if I'm gonna be saved, but I'm gonna try to do what I can. If they don't save me, probably thinking if they don't save me, maybe they can get my little girl back up there. And that's gonna be it. I did what I could. I did my duty. Come on, man. Just be a little bit careful next time.
Really, I'm looking for a woman who's strong, independent, but also open to being submissive. Someone who got a great head on their shoulders.
Your name and age, and what's the reason you popped your balloon?
I'm Jingles. I'm 40 plus. I'm not being submissive to nobody.
Not being submissive to nobody?
Hey, that's crazy.
What's your take on that, bro? Like,
I mean, honestly, like, you know, with all due respect, that's your choice and everything. But I'm not trying to be funny, but there's a reason why you're probably still single.
Because I chose to. I chose to be single because I meet people like you who think that people should be a certain way. So I'd rather be single because I can do my own, hold my own, and have my own. So that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying new. So don't get that twisted, my love.
So one thing that I wanted to say, I didn't say you had to be a certain way. I said be open to a certain way. And I said independent.
That's not for you.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the same one that's cut me off while I'm talking. Okay.
Have a blessed day.
Okay.
Chat, listen to me. Girls, they don't want solutions. They don't want solutions, all right? They don't want solutions. They don't want solutions. They only want their feelings validated. For example, if she cracked the plastic on her side mirror of her car, right? And she's calling you on the phone, sobbing like, oh, I just cracked my side mirror. It's the end of the world. Oh my God. See, to men, we would just say, babe, we could order another one on eBay for $70 and pop that back on. It's not a big deal. They do not want to hear that. They do not want to hear solutions. What you say is, babe, man, I'm so sorry that this is happening to you. This man, I know this must be tough. I really know this must be tough on you. Like, I'm so sorry that you're having the worst day of all time today. I'm right there with you, babe. I'm so upset. That's what you do. You don't give her solutions. That's gonna piss her off. And this is why it's just good to be single, because nobody got time to be walking around not thinking with logic. I don't want to deal with your emotions that can be fixed in a snap of a finger. I don't want to be delusional. I don't want to walk around being delusional.
Skip to she cheating on you, she driving your car, blah, blah, blah. What type of foundation did you set? Were you cheating first?
Ever, never.
Hold on. What does your household look like, right? Because a lot of times when a woman starts to wander, there's no discernment in the household. There's no stability. There's no leadership. There's no romance. There's no patience. There's no, hello, let's talk about it. So what kind of household do you have that your woman driving your and going to see another man? And I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm saying is that you are the leader of the household. You are supposed to provide the covenant. You are the shepherd of the household. And so if you look at what your woman is doing, if you follow a happy woman home, you'll find a happy husband that answers the door. So what kind of environment did you create that this woman out here running the streets?
I can't tell if women are saying they are the table because they really believe that, or they really just don't know what to bring to the table. But what I was taught a woman is supposed to bring to the table is, number one, respect. Number two, an open mind. Number three, the ability to be taught and to be led. Number three, assistance, support. Number four, a good attitude. Be happy, be loving, be warm, be vulnerable. Okay? And then you're supposed to bring questions if you have them. Okay? Be authentic, be selfless, be ready to give. Okay? Don't be looking for what you could take. Give as much as you can as a woman. Okay? And then everything that you gather from all of that, teach it to your children. Be prepared to teach those kids. Somebody once said to me, don't have children if you're not prepared to teach them what you learned. That hit deep for me.
Why is it I was just on my way home from work and I get on the train and this woman gets on, probably 8-9 months pregnant, like well visibly pregnant. And I look around, like I have a seat. I look around and there's a sea of men sitting next to me, sitting across from me, and they just like awkwardly look at her. And no one offered to get up for her to sit. It was shocking. So of course, fellow mom, just fellow woman, fellow good person, says, oh my gosh, like, please sit. And she looks around awkwardly. She's like, no, I'm just on for 2 stops. Girl, come sit down. It's ridiculous. And like the men look over and they're all awkward and uncomfortable. Like,
so my friend asked me a question. She was like, man, everybody always want to know why I'm single. I get so many likes online and it's like everybody just want to love me because I'm pretty, but nobody ever stays. And I said, friend, you ever saw a car that is for sale and that look amazing? I'm talking about the tires nice, rims popping, interior on point, like everything. But then when you go to crank that mug up, it sounds like somebody clearing their throat. I say, that's what you call a lemon. And with lemons, you either try to fix them, but when you realize you put so much money into it, but nothing ever really changed, you get rid of it. Like, you don't keep it. You either give it to somebody else or you junk that mug. I said, I think that's why you single, friend. You might be a lemon. She blocked me.
The things that I hear them say is, after I married her, she changed. So when I heard this lady saying, you know, we have to do all of this to get a man and keep ourselves this way and be in the dating scene and flirting and all of this, because that's not a part of who you are. So why don't you just be what you are and accept the man that comes to you as you naturally are? They typically don't want him.
Why?
Because he doesn't represent the image that they have for themselves in their mind. So I'm going to perform this thing. So now he marries you thinking that you keep yourself up all the time, that you cook and all of the things that these ladies do. And then all of a sudden, soon as they get the ring, it's like, I don't do this. This is, I can relax, child. I don't have to do this anymore. And so I hear this a lot from men, but we're hearing this woman say this, and she said, I'm tired of performing femininity. Nobody told you to perform it.
I actually lost brain cells listening to this.
Do you have to grow another person inside of you? And then
I'm sorry, do you have to go in a war?
No, I don't have to, but I can choose
great.
to.
But I can be drafted, you can't.
You could always break your leg, too.
You can always just not take in your...
I know, you're totally right.
You're totally... Yeah, I know I'm totally right.
No, it's almost like my mom was on birth control, they used a condom, and my dad only had one testicle. They used all the proper things.
I just want to make sure I got this right.
I'm sorry.
Listen, you green-haired freak, your dad besides your mom, right?
Obviously.
Yes, thank you.
Why is someone choosing to have consensual and use all the protection necessary to prevent a pregnancy? Why
They're
should
not
that
doing
do
everything to
them?
prevent a pregnancy. Is there a thing you can do which is 100% effective?
Abstinence.
Yeah,
Duh.
great. When you say to me, no, women don't have bodily autonomy, except then you give an example of they did everything right. No, if they're having sex, there was a form of birth control that they had at their disposal that they did not use called
abstinence.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know what man would be able to sit and listen to her for more than 5 seconds without just like, I don't know, side.
Unless your husband is actively deconstructing his patriarchal conditioning, he isn't going to suddenly be open to a massive shift in how your marriage runs. He's not going to be open to him taking on more than he has before simply because you asked. In a different way, I might add. There is no amount of conversations or methods or ways that your husband is going to understand the unequal division of labor that is causing such unhappiness and resentment within your marriage. He has to first work on understanding how the patriarchy has benefited him at every turn, and that includes your lopsided marriage where you've been carrying more and he didn't even realize it until you brought it up.
Any woman who talks to you, if the word patriarchy comes out of her mouth, just see you later, honey. I don't care. Go away. Because you know along with that is coming like all this crap, patriarchal conditioning, all this crap about misogyny and like, you know, unequal division of labor. Just this crap, feminist talking point, right? So just honey, see you later. Oh, patriarchy? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Karun. Why do men go silent during an argument?
I mean, it's not that we don't care. It's just that we're trying to decide between the 3 wrong options.
3?
Yeah, I mean, option 1 is being honest. So we all know how that will end. I will end up on the couch. So no honesty.
No.
Yeah. The second would be to say what you want to hear.
And that's smart.
But at the same time, I don't know what you want to hear. So I'll end up on the couch in that scenario as well. The third option would be to be logical.
And that's bad?
Yeah, because then I would hear the words, why are you being defensive? So
you go silent?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to stay happily married.
Wow.
Yeah, that's called emotional self-preservation.
I can't.
Let me say this, because modern women are always acting like men are violent. But the fact that a man in his own house would end up on the couch is crazy work. That's crazy work. The fact that a man would allow you to put him out the room that he pays rent in or on is crazy work. If you were upset, you go sleep on the couch. If you got a problem, you go sleep in another room. I'm going to enjoy my bed. But that just speaks to how men take women's feelings into huge account, to where he would go and sleep on the couch. And God forbid a man say, you know what? Well, I'm out here. Let me make the best of it. Turn on Sports Center. Man. Wow. That was a crazy dunk. That was a crazy crossover. Oh man, that was a crazy throw. You out here enjoying yourself instead of talking to me, instead of patching up things with me. Yes, I am enjoying myself. I don't know what else to do. You want me to sit out here and sulk and go to bed angry because you're angry? Because you want me to be emotional and in my feelings because you're in your feelings? Absolutely not. Get yourself together. Get the heck out of my face.